A 27-year-old woman is brought to the emergency department by her family. She is pacing the brightly lit waiting room in severe restlessness. Her family reports a critical physiological deficit. She has not slept for several nights. When she speaks, her communication is rapid and tangential, jumping erratically between unrelated topics. The behavior that triggered this hospital visit involves highly grandiose actions. She impulsively purchased a luxury car she cannot afford, and she claims a major corporation has offered her a CEO position. Her severe agitation, total sleep deprivation, and extreme grandiosity collectively indicate a break with reality. Acute mania is a life-threatening medical emergency. The immediate physiological risk stems from extreme sleep deprivation. The human body cannot sustain continuous hyperarousal without eventually facing systemic exhaustion. Beyond the physical toll, the patient's severely impaired judgment carries secondary risks. Left unchecked, these impulsive decisions rapidly lead to irreversible financial, sexual, or occupational ruin. To manage this crisis, clinicians must map this raw triage data through the structured criteria of the mental state examination and execute a rigorous differential diagnosis. The emergency department provides active clinical rescue to prevent immediate harm. The mental state examination, or MSE, serves as the primary data parser for psychiatric triage, translating chaotic behavior into structured clinical terms. The patient's baseline demeanor, her continuous pacing and irritability, maps to the MSE criteria of an elevated and expansive mood. Her sleep profile demonstrates a decreased need for sleep. She remains highly energetic despite days of wakefulness. Her continuous frantic pacing back and forth in the hospital waiting room satisfies the formal criteria for increased goal-directed activity. Her rapid, off-topic communication is the physical manifestation of a cognitive symptom defined in the MSE as flight of ideas. The claims about the CEO job offer are grandiose delusions. This confirms the presence of psychotic features, which can occur independently of visual or auditory hallucinations. Parsed through the MSE, these individual data points confirm the classic manic triad: elevated mood, a decreased need for sleep, and severe overactivity. This framework maps the bipolar manic mnemonic, providing a diagnostic checklist for identifying the complete syndrome. The O for overactivity connects to her waiting room pacing. The P for pressured speech and R for racing thoughts align with her rapid communication. The L for less sleep matches her multi-day wakefulness without fatigue, and the M for monetary spending is evidenced by her impulsive car purchase. Fulfilling this mnemonic matrix solidifies the behavioral profile of an acute manic episode. The next phase is determining the underlying physiological or psychiatric etiology. This branching decision tree begins at acute agitation. The critical first step in the differential diagnosis is ruling out organic and substance-induced causes. A urine drug screen is mandatory. It eliminates sympathomimetic toxidromes, intoxications from stimulants like cocaine or amphetamines, which closely mimic manic behavior. A comprehensive thyroid panel is also required to ensure severe hyperthyroidism is not simulating these exact symptoms. Attributing profound overactivity to a primary psychiatric disorder before ruling out toxic or endocrine crises is a potentially fatal clinical error. Once organic causes are cleared, the decision tree shifts. The focus moves to differentiating against other primary psychiatric disorders. While ADHD shares traits of impulsivity and hyperactivity, it is a chronic baseline condition. An acute, days-long escalation of symptoms eliminates ADHD from the differential. Schizophreniform disorder must be considered next due to the clear presence of grandiose delusions. However, the overwhelming prominence of mood elevation in this patient overrules the psychotic features, eliminating schizophreniform. Through this process, Bipolar I Disorder, manic episode, emerges as the definitive diagnosis. Systematic elimination protects clinical reasoning. It ensures the diagnosis is based on structured evidence rather than surface-level symptom overlap. A confirmed Bipolar I manic diagnosis demands immediate, secure hospitalization to ensure patient safety. This split timeline visualizes the bifurcated pharmacological strategy required, starting with the acute containment phase on the left. Atypical antipsychotics, such as olanzapine, are administered to provide rapid anti-manic effects and control the grandiose delusions. Concurrently, benzodiazepines like lorazepam are used to rapidly sedate the patient and control dangerous physical agitation. These medications act as temporary chemical restraints. Their immediate purpose is to force rest and halt systemic physiological damage. Achieving physiological containment and enforcing sleep must precede any long-term psychiatric stabilization efforts. Following discharge, the clinical strategy shifts entirely to the long-term maintenance phase. Looking at the maintenance side of our timeline, lithium serves as the first-line mood stabilizer for chronic bipolar I management. Lithium operates on a narrow therapeutic index. The margin between an ineffective dose and a toxic dose is extremely small, requiring rigorous serum blood monitoring. Alongside medication management, family education is critical. Relatives must be trained to identify early prodromal signs, like a sudden drop in sleep, to intercept future acute escalations. Long-term survival and stability in bipolar I rely heavily on rigid adherence to this systemic monitoring protocol. The clinical pathway for this condition begins with chaotic triage data, maps it through the mental state examination, passes it through a strict differential filter, and concludes with a bifurcated treatment strategy. For medical board examinations, the rule is absolute. Acute mania is always categorized as a high-risk medical emergency. Structured, rigorous clinical logic is the only tool capable of translating a life-threatening psychiatric crisis into a treatable pathway.